Hello friends, today we are going to put those geometric shape, basic geometric shape tutorials to work, and we are going to create a 3D shape, a pyramid, a triangular pyramid. We have used Miyuki seed beads, Delicas, and we need 1, 2, 3 triangles for the sides and 1 triangle for the base. All the triangles are using the same technique. The only difference comes up when we create the triangle of the base that needs some connector beads around the triangle, and that will be used to connect with the sides. Let's start. We create a basic triangle. You can go to one of the previous tutorials, or you can stay here and we make together one. And now we go back through the nearest seed bead, and here we have the base, and we are going to use for increases the dark color and 2 seed beads for Delicas for the increase and go through the next Delica in the circle, 2 seed beads go through the next. Okay, Delica, sorry that I used the wrong name of the beads, but you get what I'm talking about. And here we step up and go through those 2 seed beads at once. Here we have finished the first row of increases. Now we continue with the second, and we will add an increase on top of the previous increase, like this. And in between, for the sides, we use the white color. And again, another increase. And 1 Delica for the sides. Another increase for the triangle shape. And now a white Delica and step up. This was the second row of increases, and we continue with the third row, and we just increase on top of the increases and peyote on the sides. This means that we pick up a seed bead and go through the seed bead from the previous row, pick up a seed bead and go through the first Delica of the next increase, and another increase, okay, and another increase, and we peyote the last side. And here we also step up. So here we had 1, 2, 3 increases. For the fourth increase, we are going to add only one Delica on top of the two from the increase lines, and we peyote the sides. On the increase line, add only one. And again, the last increase line, one Delica on top of the two. And the last side to peyote. And this is our triangle that we are going to use 4 times. Here I'll quickly show you how to weave in and trim your threads, because 3 of your triangles, the ones that go on the side, you have to have them finished before you attach to the base one, while the base one needs to have the thread still on, just to continue attaching these triangles. So just make sure you always follow the thread path that is already in. So here we trimmed this one like this, and here we have the small tail that we used to create the base circle, and we weave this one in as well. We weave it in, so just like this, and hopefully the thread goes in. And this is how you have a clean trim. So here we have 3 triangles for the sides. We create the 4th one in the same manner, but we do not trim the thread for the 4th one. On the 4th triangle, we are going to add a row of what we call connector beads. So we go out from the top single bead on the increase line, and we just add 1, 2, 3, and 4, and go through the top bead on the increase line. And now again connector beads, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Through the top single one on the increase line, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. here we have our connector row on the base finished. Now we zip together the triangles to the base, and we are going to have one connector bead, one bead from the side, one connector bead, one bead from the side. You can see the thread path here. Okay, and the last connector on this side. We pull the thread and the triangles are zipped up like this. We go through the single bead on the base square through the first connector, and then we add another triangle, and we go through one connector bead, one bead from the triangle. Okay. And this is the second triangle attached. And now we thread up to the first connector bead on the third, and we hold the triangles like this, and we zip up, going through one connector, one bead from the side, connector, side, okay, connector, and here we have all three side triangles attached to the base of the pyramid. Now we have to move the thread, for instance, up to this top bead, and we try to follow the same thread path, which sometimes is difficult. Okay, we try to go up, good, and now we pass here, and then here, and we manage to get the thread at the top of one of the side beads. We are going to add a row of connector beads, so 4 connector beads on this side to make sure that we can zip it up with this side. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then we go through the beads, the single beads from the top of the increased lines, and now we bring these 2 sides together and try to zip up. At first we have to finish this circle. Good. Make sure it is well reinforced. And now we can continue with zipping up. The same way like at the base, 1 connector bead and 1 bead from the side of the triangle. And this is how it looks. We continue adding on the next side that comes up connector beads. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we go through the single beads on the top of the increased lines, and we close the circle and we reinforce it, going back once or twice. Pull well the thread. Okay, and this allows us to zip up the sides together. One connector bead, one side, 1 bead from the side triangle. Okay. Very careful with the threads. Okay, and this is how it looks like. Another side that needs connector beads. And we zip up the single beads on the top of the increases as well. Here we have a thread that was caught. Okay, let's see. Okay, really careful here. It's easy to catch the Delicas in between. And that would change. And now we zip the side. And here you see that all the sides are zipped up. Here we have only this corner that needs to be reinforced. So this means that we have to have the 3 top seed beads together in a circle, and we reinforce it with a few passes. And maybe one more. This is it. Now we just weave in the threads, and for that I am going to use the increased lines, and I'm going to go around a few times. And here we can trim, and we also have the small tail from the 4th triangle from the base, and we also weave in and trim. So it will be like this. And here you have your triangular pyramid, which can be used as a bead, as a component. And you can create necklaces, can be a component for an earring. Very nice, very beautiful. I hope you enjoyed our tutorial, and please don't forget to comment, to like, to subscribe. Ciao, ciao.